5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello everybody, thank you for coming to my channel, 100 Sounds. Today I'm going to be talking about something that was brought up to me last week. Is Premiere Elements Pro worth the money? Is it good? Well, there are some ups and downs to this piece of software. But what I want to talk about today is why it's actually pretty good for people that are beginners up to intermediate, maybe even getting a little bit into the expert area. But before I get into that, I just want everybody to know that this is not something that's endorsed or supported by Adobe. This is just my own personal opinion on this program after a lot of trial and error. So the first thing I want to talk about is ease of use. Just real quick here, I'm going to show you how easy this is to get started. You walk over here. Do you have to say, you got to make sure that it's a compatible file. MP4, watch. Look at that. I've already got a video in here. Easy. Click, drag, move around. Not a problem. You know what I mean? Like, you've already got the first step going. Now, let's talk about editing our videos. You know, I can go ahead and just hit play here. And I'm like, man, that's going really slow. Where am I going to make this first cut? Speed that up. And come on, we're going to get there. And I'm looking at this thing. And I'm like, okay, finally, right here. This is really where I want this thing to start. So we're going to press this little button here. We've made a cut. We've hit delete. Oh, we've skipped a good portion. Oh, move that up there on accident. We've skipped a good portion of the front of this video, you know. Maybe, and then I'm going to show you, I got to the end here and I was kind of just looking around. I don't need this in this video. Right, coming back down this way. I don't need all that. What I need is probably right there. So I'm going to hit cut again. We're going to delete this end part. Boom. All of a sudden, I've edited a video. Now, let's say for whatever reason, this isn't for a realtor at all. In actuality, we're looking for some effects. What can I do? Look at all this. Look how easy this is. All I have to do is find something I like. Old film. I want this to look like an old film. I click, drag, and all of a sudden, I've got this sepia, very early photography. You could do Western intro with this. You could do all kinds of stuff. So easy to get started. So that's my first point on why this is a pretty good application for video editing. Our second reason is that it is complex enough that as your skill level increases, you are not going to have to go out and start over and buy a whole new program. You're just not. You've got all kinds of tools up here that you can use. You got narration mode, pan, zoom, smart mix. You can add new text. You've got timeline things that you can do. A lot of this stuff I almost never even have to fool with. It's not important to me. It's beyond what I need to do. So as you're using this program and gaining skill in it, you're going to start finding new tools and new ways to use it without having to go spend, you know, your next set of big bucks on a new program right away. You'll get your value out of this for probably 1, 2, maybe even 3 years before you go, you know, I'm trying to do some things that this program just doesn't do anymore. But that leads us into my next point. Adobe Premiere and all Adobe products are compatible with themselves. You know, you are talking about a program where you're using Adobe Premiere Elements, and let's say you upgrade. And you're using the next big tier, big boy Adobe video editing software. You can take all your files from Premiere, load them up there, and they still work. You don't have to start over. That's amazing. That's point 3. Point 4, this comes with a free trial. I had been trying several other video editors, Filmora and some others that I quite honestly, I've just forgotten the name of, but there was like 4 or 5 before I got to this one. And the one out of those 5 that didn't put a watermark on my work for when I tried to export it was so clunky that I was just super frustrated trying to make 10 minutes of film or 10 minutes of music, never mind trying to make it an hour long. Premiere comes in, Premiere Elements, I find it on accident. No one even directed me to it. And I looked around and it was like free trial. And it had, it had its limitations with its trial like they all do. But I got in there and I'm using it and I'm like, man, this is so easy. This is great. Next thing you know, I just went ahead and bought it. Point 5. Guided mode is a built-in tutorial. You don't know how to do any of this? That's fine. Look at this. They got you getting started, trim split cuts, transitions between clips, animate, edit titles, liven up your movie. There are things in here I could still learn. And I've been using this for, quite a bit of time now. And, that's just the basics. Video adjustments, audio adjustments, fun edits. There's so much that this program will teach you just for going through its guided tutorials that you're going to be making videos in no time. My last point, and this is technically point 6, call it a bonus feature if you like. The price. It was $100 for this program. Lifetime, no monthly payments. It's just mine. I bought it. It's mine. So many of the other programs that I did look at that I never even tried wanted me to pay a monthly subscription. Not here. You buy it once, it's yours. You get all the updates. It's amazing. Highly recommend. 10 of 10 would buy again. Thank you for coming to 100 Sounds. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Have a great day.